Am I live? Because I tried it a few minutes ago and it wouldn't let me. But I'm just going to be talking to myself, I see. Hold on. This is completely weird. I had a live schedule. There ain't nobody in here. That's okay. Hey, Sophie's mom. Okay, I'm not by myself now. Tracy, Hakoon. Oh my God. Listen, y'all. Tangeray, Carrie, Dino. Happy birthday, Dino. I'm so glad to see y'all. I had a live scheduled. I was going to go over a little bit of everything. Rocky the Godness. Hey. Noelle, I ain't seen you in a minute. Oh my God. C. Wilson, Linda, Tammy Lynn. Here I was thinking this was a fail. Yeah. Congratulations, Akuna. So I had a live scheduled. And when I hit go live, I had paused my plan on StreamYard because y'all know I haven't been doing anything on this side. I've been, over at the Jerks doing my thing. So hey Jeep girl. So when I hit go live, it said resume plan. I was like, are you kidding me? I can go live without resuming my plan. It wouldn't do it. So I just canceled it. And now I'm just going to try it again. I was just going to catch up with some of y'all this morning, go over some of Velvet's live about her gestational diabetes, pregnancy, some other things that's been going on out here. I haven't really been keeping up with, well, there ain't no carbonation no more. Okay. There's just Velvet, Solar, and Janae. Janae had her baby. But I'm going to go ahead and get into this. I'm going to share my screen. Yeah. You're shocked. I'm always up early. It's I go to bed early. I'm usually in bed, what, 9? Yes, the 3 idiots. But hold on, y'all. I'm going to pull up my screen. Hakuna, you can use the same StreamYard that you use for the Jerks. If you have access, it will save you money. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. G5, good to see you. Dat 504 girl, I've missed you. Y'all, I'm sorry I've missed some of the messages and Instagram. It's not that I'm ignoring y'all. Instagram's been acting weird for me lately. I'm missing a lot over on IG. I did catch Solar's live. Tracy. Can one of my mods drop the Jerks link? Tracy, I've started another well, a bunch of us did a channel called The Jerks, and we're doing pretty good. It kind of, my sister's keeper, it's so good to see you, Grand Rise. It's kind of over, I wouldn't call it the true crime sector. It's a little subsector from the true crime sector. And we have a good time, Tracy. I would love for you to come over there. Yeah, yes, you need a link. I think there Tangeray's got it. Tangeray is a jerk. Let's see. Now y'all are going to laugh, Tracy. My sister's keeper at 504 girl G5. We had one. Well, that's another story. I'll tell y'all about that later. Y'all going to laugh at the name, but now we're just the Jerks. Thank you, Hakuna. Thank you, Tracy. Now, Tracy, you'd have a good time over there. It ain't Bigo, though, so don't be trying to recruit people. Tracy, you still trying to recruit people? Oh, I knew it. I told y'all Tracy was going to try to recruit. I've been keeping up a little bit with that. God, Tracy, what's in people you keep up with? Queen Op. What has happened? Did she get rid of You know, this whole time, the lady with the pacifier, I thought that was her sister. Yes, Tracy, you're always recruiting. E-Love! I'm so glad to see you. Good morning, Nature Boy Sector and cousins. Y'all know we're cousins too. Thank you, G5. But you don't watch her like that? Tracy, are you sure? Shell. Yes, Shell. Shell's back with her family. Good for Shell. I was watching that the other day on, I don't even know whose channel it was. It was a mess. I don't know. It was hard. I think they're mainly live over on Bigo though. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to share my screen. And I am going to go over some of Velvet's live from the other day. Listen, y'all. Velvet's got gestational diabetes. And I can understand that being a concern, but I'm telling y'all, this happens to a lot of women while they're pregnant. But listen, she thinks it's because of unhealed traumas. No, sometimes it's just as simple as you're pregnant and you got diabetes right now. But I just wanted to get into some of it with y'all, catch up with you. And we won't keep on this, but I just wanted to. It's been a minute. I miss y'all. I haven't been on my live in a long time, and I just wanted to say hey and go over some fuck shit with y'all, like we used to. Give me a minute. Let me share. Pearl. Hey, Queen Pearl. Yeah, exactly, Jeep Girl, but she believes. Y'all just got to hear this. Y'all got to hear. I know my sister's keeper. I have missed you too, girl. Missed a lot of yous. Hold on. Here we go. We're going to let Velvet tell us how. God, she tells us a lot. Hey, Rosie.
They, and when it came down to the bottom line, which is there is no room for I because I've accepted way too much. So because I have went years of struggling, trying.
Oh, Sean, it's so good to see you. Good to see you in here. Hey, JBT, you too. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep pausing, but I'm so happy to see some of y'all. I haven't seen y'all in a long time. So I'm just, I might pause a lot to say hi to y'all because I miss you. And Noel, I've missed you too. Did you hear Nature Boys? No, I've missed it. Hold on.
Trying to express myself emotionally on top of social media and the hate that comes with it, everything that comes with it. I feel like I'm backed up against a wall, and I get to a point where I don't express anything, but I always seem to have the strength to be there to listen to someone else or to help someone else through their problems or listen to them talk about how they're feeling and help them get through their emotions. My emotions in turn has literally turned into a illness. And people like to make fun of that, like people like to make fun of people who get illnesses from not being able to effectively and constructively deal with the things that lie internally within them. You guys obviously know that I'm pregnant, whatever. Um, this situation has been by far the most.
Now, y'all know, I know. Oh, you just wait. My sister's keeper. Thank you, Jeep Girl. Will, it's good to see you, Will. Oh, yeah. Okay. Y'all know I used to be And if Elove's still in here, she'll tell you because she used to make fun of me. I used to be a velvet sympathizer. Okay. Things have changed. Okay. So don't expect a lot of empathy from me during this live. Now, used to, I'd be like, oh my God, bless her heart. She's trying her best. Okay. While Elove's cussing me out somewhere. But I ain't like that no more. And there's a good reason. Hold on.
Most hurtful thing that, like, outside of Eliana's dad, like, I've tried not to find the tears to cry behind it. I've tried not to find, and I'm holding a lot back right now as we speak. But I've tried to find a lot of strength going through this because a lot of people, be like, well, it's you made that decision, you caused this upon yourself, and like all these different things. But my thing in my life is I'm not gonna beat myself up and judge myself for being a loving person, for wanting to see the best come out of all situations, any situation, every situation. What other people think about me, how other people feel about me, what other perception other people have about me, that's their opinion, that's their truth. I'm not here to take it away from them, and I'm damn sure not here to justify why they feel the way that they feel. But my thing is, I'm not going to continue to stay in someone's life or continue to be someone's friend who ultimately don't see the same vision that I see for the collective.
Are you serious, Will? Solar, he cut off his hair. Fundi. It's been a long time. Peace, fam. Good to see you. No, I did not know he cut off. He cut off his hair when? Because I was just watching him on the live with the tea, and he still had his hair. His hair is gone? What? He cut his locks? Why? Did he just like flip out? What happened? Yesterday? Hold on, let me look on Instagram for a minute. Fundi, did you catch it? He cut it yesterday. Lord, I've missed out on a lot. So I've kind of left all this alone because it was just the same. Oh my God. Oh my God, he did, y'all. He cut his hair. Love wins. My love is unconditional. What the hell? While and snotting. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. We might watch this in a minute. He was snotting. This is getting insane. See, I was going to leave all this alone because they all just. He was shaking them dreads. I've got to. I saw a little bit of it just now. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Talking on the live with the tea. She's trying to tell him about, look, you got 2 kids now. You're going to have to get a job. Yes, Nico. Well, that sub up to Miss Fundi Fee. She's really good breaking down cults. What was I saying? But anyway, she was telling him, the tea was telling him, look, you got to get a job. You got 2 kids now. And he was showing like his back office, which was his emails. That wasn't him getting a job. Okay. I love Alta. Good to see you. Okay, I'm going to let a little bit of this play. I'm going to put it on a little bit of high speed because I want to get to the part where y'all listen. I just got something to say. Hold on.
Which is to heal, prosper, be great. And it through all of the years of me being on social media, it really fucking grinds my gears that whatever decision that I have made or whatever I've endured or experienced, I've always wanted the best for every single person. I've expressed that. I've said that. I've carried out actions. And it's like, it all is like unrecognized. It's all just like she's evil. She's a devil. She's a demon. She's a homewrecker. She's this. She's that. She's a whore. She's a this. She's a that.
Well, see, I wouldn't call her a home wrecker because there was really no, hey, there was no home to wreck. But she just, to me, y'all, she's just got a really bad, snotty, entitled attitude. That's how I've always looked at Velvet. But a home wrecker, no, I don't know what she's talking about there, but hold on.
That she's that, and I'm just like, it just makes me want to cry because I feel misunderstood and unheard, and it's like no matter how much I try to express myself, it just, I don't know. I said all that to say this. You guys know that I'm pregnant. When I want to tie this to
Yes, we know that you're pregnant. Damn it, Velvet. I feel like you've been pregnant since forever, like 3 years. Yes, we know you're pregnant. Again.
my point, right? When you're going through things in life and you start getting illnesses, it's because of something you're not addressing internally. So, in order to understand the root of your illness, you have to go to the root of what you're not dealing with to be able to acknowledge it effectively, wholeheartedly, be able to express it and get through it to be able to properly heal from it. My thing is, just recently, I went to the doctor. But before I went to the doctor, right? Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? I have developed illness. I believe I developed the illness because of my lack of acknowledging what I have going on emotionally. So I went to the doctor the other day, and during pregnancy, they make you take a glucose test. I'm going to the doctor because the way that I want to have my children, I can't have my children because of the fathers. And I have to find support in another way. I have to take care of myself in another way. So I went to the doctor. I failed my glucose test, point blank, period. I never failed a glucose test before. As you guys know, um, over the years, I've been vegan. I've been a holistic eater, but it's always been along the healthier line.
See, this is what gets on my damn nerves. Hey, Godmama. Good to see you. Yes, what an actress, O'Shawn, exactly. This gets on my damn nerves, y'all, because, okay, couple of things here. I'm all for healthy eating. If you can, do it. But they do this. I've always noticed this with her, and Solar especially, and some of the other members, ex-members. There's no cult no more. But they will do this healthy eating thing. It's like they try to, it's almost like they damn near kill themselves trying to eat healthy. It's kind of like an obsession to me. Like eating healthy should not be this complicated. Like they get into fights over it, you know, fist fighting over eating healthy. I seen them having an argument over where they were eating at, where one was eating, the other one wasn't. And damn it, you're not my soulmate anymore because you ate at this restaurant. Also, that just gets on my damn nerves. Okay, we're just taking this healthy eating thing to me to another extreme. Just bring it down a little bit. Is Lurker in here? I seen somebody say hi to Lurker. But and then she does this whole thing like, oh my God, I'm diabetic. Okay. This happens to a lot of women. Yes, it's her third. This happens to a lot of women when they're pregnant. Gestational diabetes. Almost. A lot of the time. Okay. I'm not a doctor and nor do I pretend to be one on YouTube. Okay. I know a lot of people do. Hey, Rita. Yes, she has an excuse for everything. But anyway, I don't pretend to be a doctor on YouTube either, but most of the time after the baby is born, the diabetes will go away. If not, sometimes you'll be type 2 diabetic. Yeah, it's very common. Thank you. But the way Velvet is carrying on, you would think that Solar gave her diabetes, which that's not how that works. And also, it's because she hasn't dealt with things like emotional traumas. Again, it's just the dramatics and theatrics of it all. Sometimes, y'all, it just is what it is. You have diabetes and you'll be fine afterwards. Okay. I can understand the concern. However, when you're pregnant, plus you got hormones, y'all know us women okay, especially when we're pregnant. So we can be a little bit more emotional. But this right here, y'all, she's acting like somebody told her she had cancer. And it's just too dramatic for me. Oh, and it gets worse. Hold on, y'all. Well, thank you, She Love. Welcome. Welcome. I'm glad. I know it's been a while. That's my problem. I'm not consistent. I need to be consistent.
Lines, if you as you guys have seen. I'm about 28 weeks pregnant right now, and I'm only 140 something pounds, right? And
I got to say something about that. Dice, ain't seen you in a while. Good to see you, Dice. And there's a lurker. I see her now. I don't think that there's anything wrong with her being 143 pounds. I think she's probably right where she should be for pregnancy, especially for her height. I think she's only but 5'1", 5'2". Thank you, Eliza. So 140 some pounds, I think she's right on. Y'all let me know. It's been a long time since I've been pregnant.
the nurse called me and she said, you have to come back in so that we can do um an extensive glucose test to make sure that you don't have gestational diabetes. It's not upsetting me. It's not bothering me. I'm not like, oh my God, I'm about to die. It just really made me like, it really made me like be faced with reality of how I'm feeling. Because I know that illnesses are attached to something that you're not dealing with in the physical, which it turns into a physical, something you're not dealing with spiritual. So that spiritual thing manifests itself in the physical so that you can be shown and be um, alarmed by it so that you can take notice and fix it and heal it. So when I went
Oh, God. Okay. So, yeah, exactly, Eliza. She's good. And yes, Fundi, she's good except for her sugar. She's good. She's going to be okay. So I'm going to skip past this a little bit and get to the part where there's another part, but I want y'all to see this right here. And I mean, it's not like Velvet's going to listen to me. Look, she knows it all. She's all knowing, so she ain't going to listen to us. But Velvet, you're going to be fine. The baby's going to be fine. Gestational diabetes is quite common. It happens a lot. 90% of the time after the baby is born, it goes away. It's not because of unhealed traumas or anything Solar or Nature Boy done. Okay. My blood pressure just wrecked. God, Mama. Hold on. Let me fast forward it to another part.
I went back to type A or type 2 is the fact that people who develop diabetes are people who neglect their emotional body. They're not able to process have diabetes because your body needs to expel. I don't know, maybe I pinched a nerve. I don't know what's going on. And I remember that I would have to like go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. I remember that feeling. And with Eliana, when I finally made it to the hospital, they had to give me an emergency catheter because if I would have waited. When I tell you, one of my main reasons for leaving this baby's father was because I was not intaking enough fluid. Like I felt like I was starving. Like literally, I felt like that. So, and I had to go to extreme measures to get myself fed. Like it was just fucking weird. So with that,
Okay, now she's at the part, and here we go again with the food, y'all. It's something always with the food with her and Solar. Look, she went and fried her a chicken, and I don't blame her. I don't blame her. But anyway, so now she's going to tell us about each baby daddy. Can we get her handkerchief? But she's using a blanket right now. She's going to tell us about each baby daddy and what they did. Okay, which this gets interesting. Hold on.
that being the case, after I left him, I was drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking, and I literally felt like it didn't matter how much I drank, I just felt thirsty and dehydrated. My lips for the past couple months have been like caked over with dryness because I'm trying to like I'm doing everything. I'm doing literally doing everything that I can. Like I'm not even drinking straight water. I'm drinking coconut water the entire time. Like I'll drink, regular water here and there, and then I was just switching it up with drinking liquid because I just felt so thirsty. So I'm noticing. I'm just noticing these patterns. Even now to this day, like to this very moment, I like have to have something to drink. Like I have to have something to drink. If I don't have something to drink, like it's just not gonna be good.
Well, that's probably because of the diabetes. If she's diabetic right now, yeah, exactly, Pearl. Diabetic thirst. Yep, exactly. So that's why it's nothing Solar. And look, I know Solar gets on your nerves doing them cartwheels through the house after you break up with him, but it has nothing to do with him. It's because you're diabetic right now.
I was experiencing headaches in the very beginning of the pregnancy up until like 5 months. This was after I left the baby's father or whatever. Eventually my headaches went away, but I don't know. I don't know. I it could be a situation where I don't have gestational diabetes, and this is just a alert for me to look at my internal body and release and get some of these things out, or I could very well much have it because of how long I've went without acknowledging my emotional pain, my emotional body. So I'm just like it, like I'm not like heartbroken to the point where like I just can't do life or anything like that. But it is significant to me, is the point. And the reason why I'm sharing it with you guys is because you guys might be going through things and you don't understand why you're going through it. You might be a person that pray every single day and you still experience like, why would God put me through this illness? Like you might be going through whatever in life, but I'm here to tell you like sometimes things happen in our lives to get our attention, whether it's real or it's fake or it's a false alarm or it's actually an alarm, whatever it is, life is trying to get our attention through our bodies, through our own self neglect. And it just is what it is. Like for me personally, when I started looking up with gestational, because I look at things in a spiritual way. So myself, and if I gotta be around you at any rate, and that causes me to have to neglect myself, I'm not gonna be around you. And then when the tables turn, these people are back on my phone line begging me to coming back to be in my life. Years I've been
Okay, y'all, I'm getting to the part where Queen Velvet here just tells us how amazing she is. And everybody needs to be in her presence and absorb her energy. Okay. I went a little bit, I fast forwarded a little bit too far, so I went back a little bit. Now we're going to get into Queen Velvet here and how people just want to be her friend to soak up her energy. What? Negative energy? You would make me depressed, Velvet.
actively and progressively working on healing these aspects of me to the point where I'm just in a space where if I'm loving myself and if I got to be around you at any rate and that causes me to have to neglect myself, I'm not going to be around you. And then when the tables turn, these people are back on my phone line begging me to coming back to be in my life, or just to be around me in whatever way that they feel is beneficial for them, but I still have to neglect myself. Like I'm tired of going through that. Like this is maybe the reason why it was brought to my attention about gestational diabetes. Like I have to be okay with how I feel, whether people like it or not, whether people accept it or not. Like it's not for.
What kind of dumbass parallel is she trying to draw here? Seriously, gestational diabetes and I just can't have these people around me because they're just like soaking up my energy and like and then I am the table and what does that have to do? That made absolutely no sense. Exactly, Rita. She is still delusional. Dice. What kills me about all of them is that they steady run into brick. Yes. Yes. God, let me pin that. And that's what annoys me. And that's what, Dice, I'm telling you. Sometimes I just can't do it no more with them. Like, I'll catch them every now and again, see what's going on, see if Fundi's talking about anything, just try to catch up here and there. But it's, I see them doing the same thing over and over and over. It's just hard to watch sometimes. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what parallel she's trying to draw here. It's very stupid to me, but her delusions get worse. Hold on.
For you to understand. It's not for you to accept. It's not for you to become one way. It's for me to accept. It's for me to become one way. And I feel hurt by Eliana's father, how that all transpired, like the backlash that it's caused in my life. I've lost relationships because of it. I've destroyed relationships because of that relationship. Like it was a lot of stuff that happened that I literally have no control over at this point, but to allow time to pass so that things can heal. And yet, still to this day, there's a 5-year protection order against him. And it's to the point where Eliana won't ever be able to meet her dad, see her dad, interact with her dad ever again in her life because of the dynamic of the relationship. And that hurts like a lot. Not for me per se, but like a butterfly shows up in my windowsill, an orange butterfly. I think that is the solar, not the solar plexus, the
Velvet, it's just a damn butterfly, okay? It's just a butterfly. All right. Anyway, now it sounds to me that Velvet is still maybe hung up a little bit on Nature Boy. What do y'all think? Or is she just doing, she's concerned for her child? Her child will not, it's just a butterfly. She will not know Nature Boy, hopefully. And I know that sounds horrible, but because of who he is and the things that he's done, it's best. But y'all let me know what you think.
the sacral chakra. Interesting. So yeah, there's a lot of things that hurt me when it comes to me thinking about my child and what she's gonna have to experience. And then he's a fucking narcissist, abusive person. So of course he always tries to make me and other people think that, like he's God and he's the end all be all, and like that's just toxic for the child. And I just don't understand how he wouldn't see that himself. But when you're so full of yourself and you're so full of the pain, hurt, and trauma that someone may have inflicted on you, you're not able to give love from a pure place to anybody, not even your children. And I don't want to ever become that person. I don't want to become that woman who can't acknowledge her pain and not be able to continue to give love, because I don't know. I just feel like I'm a very loving person, and I
She feels that she's a very loving person. Yes, she's still Mrs. Bishop. Yes, she is. And I'm sorry, Velvet, but I have never really seen a very loving, kind person from you. This is just my perception of her. I find her very hateful, spiteful, just downright rude. Look, I will never forget, and I know I keep referencing this anytime I talk about Velvet, But one time she was live on YouTube, she was cooking. Okay. She was making spaghetti sauce. Yes, bitter, just very bitter. And they were, people in the chat were talking about how they make their spaghetti sauce. And somebody said, all they said was try sugar. Hun, Velvet just about like, I thought she was going to block the lady. Don't tell me how to make my spaghetti sauce. I make my spaghetti sauce the way I want to make my spaghetti sauce, and you make yours the way you want to do it. Okay, I don't use sugar. She just gets very defensive over nothing like spaghetti sauce. Calm down. No, Velvet, you don't come across very loving. I'm sorry, but you don't. You can't. I'm telling you, you come across very bitter and entitled, like a spoiled brat. Hey, September. Oops, hold on.
I will give you a chance. I will see the potential in you. I will support you. I will uplift you. I will do all of that. But when it comes to me neglecting who I am and not loving myself in exchange for me loving you, that's when it becomes me drawing the line. Even sacrificing relationships with the fathers of my children, because it's for the betterment of everybody. It's not, I'm not only making decisions for the betterment of me or the betterment of them or whatever. I'm making the best decisions for everybody involved. And no, not all of my decisions have been accurate or healthy. But what I can say is that the decisions that I have made up until this point and where I'm sitting right now has benefited me in aiding my self growth, my healing, my purpose, and all of the above. And I don't really have anything to be regretful about. You know, it's just that I do still hurt from the fathers, because when I got into relationships with each and every one of my children's father, I gave my all. Like, I did the most. I went above and beyond. I was there. I was there to the point where the father of my children, every single one of them, wish still to this day that they could be with me. But I'm just like, no, because you don't deserve a person like, you don't deserve what I have to offer. You may deserve a person to love you and, you know, take care of, you know, be there for you, support you, but not for me. Because when I got into a relationship with them, it was not reciprocated, and I don't look for things in return. But
Yeah. MJ. Fodder. I'm sorry. Oh, when I read that MJ be good.
I'm not a bare minimum bitch either. Like, you're not about to breadcrumb me. You're not about to bare minimum me. You're not about to abuse me. You're not about to sit there and do whatever you feel like you want to do and neglect me and my emotions and the children. You're not doing that. I'm sorry. I put way too much on the table for people to come into my life and act like I'm less than what they know I came to the table with, like men and women. That's why I don't have no real girlfriends like that, for real, because it's
God, Dice, I can so relate to you on that. That's why I can't do it no more. But when I heard this the other day, I was like, "Oh my God, I cannot." Well, I can and I will. Here we go again. Hey, Michelle, here we go again with Velvet. You know, she told us one time she couldn't have any female friends because she was so pretty. She was too beautiful, and they're all jealous of her. Now, she believes, yes, it's comical at this point. Now, she actually believes this. Now, listen to her.
to the point where so much hurt has happened in my life. I'm to the point where I don't know, like, who really there for me, who really support me, or who really jealous of me, who really fake with me, just want to be around me. Because they got a lot of people that do that, just be around me, just to soak in my energy. And because when you get around me, that's one thing about me, and I will never deny this about myself. You can call me narcissist, you can call me um arrogant, you can call me whatever you want, but there's just core things about me that I have been shown over the years, that what I bring to the table is what I bring to the table, and nobody can change that. I can't even change that unless I
You know what? No one can ever say that Velvet doesn't have. No, I'm not even going to call this high self esteem. This is delusional. And she really does believe this. Yes, Velvet, I will call it. And I hate this word, y'all, because it is so overused in every sector. Narcissist. And I used to be one, again, I was a Velvet sympathizer. People would say she's nature boy, point, whatever. And I'm like, no, she's not. Look, she's just, been through a lot. She's just got out of a cult. Y'all, I was wrong. Y'all were right. Okay. All of you that told me, stop feeling sorry for her. This is who she is. She's showing you who she is. Believe it. You were right. She really believes this about herself. She really believes that she is the table. She's bringing everything to the table. I don't know what she's bringing to the table, though. Now, yes, Foondy, you were one that always was like, no soup. Mm-mm. I don't know what she believes she's bringing to the table, but she truly believes this. Pearl, no, lots of beautiful women will all will be all in for their sister friends. Cough, soup, cough. Your problem is being an insecure pick me. The looks don't come into it. Yes, ma'am. I like that.
I wanted to, if I decided not to heal, if I decided not to take the steps that I'm taking right now. So my thing is, people have come into my life just to befriend me, to soak in my energy, because when you get around me, there's nothing but abundance, like literal abundance. Like, I could tell you stories on stories on stories on stories on stories about what people gained from me in their lives and how they're changed. And so much so, like I said, these people are calling my phone begging to still be friends with me. And if I say no, or if I say, like, I don't want to be in a relationship with you, these are the very people that go on social media and talk about me, talk shit about me, call me a hoe.
Who? Who is still begging to be friends with Velvet? Who? I know it. She ain't talking about Janae. And the other ones, I've done forgot their names. The ones flying drones over the jail for Nature Boy, them three. I know that ain't nobody looking to, like, calling her still wanting to be friends with. Who is she talking about? Solar? Solar? Like, she really is delusional. That's why I had to talk about this one, because I couldn't just Solar. Oh my God. How can.
Oh, act like they fucked me and really didn't. Cause confusion in my family life, cause confusions in future relationships, and try to destroy my blessings and my abundance, and the things that good that are coming to me. Like, this is so fucking whack and weird when you set boundaries because people don't appreciate you and people take you for granted, and then they turn against you. So now you don't want looking like you fucked up, but at the end of the day, they fucked over you. Like, what the fuck? But it is what it is. Like, I don't stress behind shit like that, because I didn't do nothing to any of these people maliciously, and consciously, maliciously, to be like, I'm gonna fuck over this person, I'm gonna deliberately do this so that I can, like, be whatever the fuck. No, like, every relationship I've entered, every single relationship I've entered, whether it was platonic or romantic, I've come showing up as the true me. Whether I was healed, partially healed, not healed, healed just a little bit, I came up me, vulnerable, willing to do the work, to show up and show out for myself and for everybody else involved, because that's what I do. I'm a supporter. That's who I naturally am. I would never take that away from myself, because that's beautiful. That's a beautiful aspect about me. But I'm not gonna keep allowing people to have a revolving door in my life that just wanna soak in my presence for their benefit and use it for their benefit. I don't deserve that. Like, absolutely not. Like, I know I'm not doing that shit no more. And it's like, this baby's father, he I recently just contacted him or whatever to pay my phone bill, because I'm doing a lot on my own. Like, I'm doing a lot on my own. And I feel like what he did was just deliberate. And although people on social media tried to get me to see like he's doing, he's
Velvet, paying your phone bill. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna let this play. Hold on.
doing all of this to get back at you and all of this stuff and all of this stuff and all of this stuff. Like, even though people try to warn me and I didn't see it before, I see it now. And it just like, it really does. Like, it literally feels like a fucking knife is like in my heart 1,000 times. Like, and I ain't do shit. Like, I just was there, like being genuine, being open, being optimistic in front of the fucking world, supporting him in front of the world, giving him the benefit of the doubt in front of the world. Chose to look like the fucking dummy in front of the world, even though I knew shit behind shit. Like, I made a lot of sacrifices to like, uplift him and support him and be there for him and, at least try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was cosmic. That wasn't just no, oh, let me just do this shit for fun. Like, bitch, and a bitch ain't getting with niggas just for fun. Like, I'm somebody's wife. I don't have children just because I'm a whore and I'm just sleeping with people and all of this random shit people telling you on social media. I'm somebody's wife. I knew that since I could remember me even thinking that. Like, the way that I wanted to have my children is not the way that I'm having them. The life, the vision that I see for myself and my children is not what's happening right now. But am I going to give up on that because of the hurt? And
Sorry about that. I got a phone call. Okay, Velvet. The There is a way to stop this if this is not what you envisioned, okay? Hey, Vicky, good to see you. Kayla, it's been a while. Um, yeah, if this isn't what you wanted, there was a way to stop this. I just don't know what else to tell you. But now we're going to head over and we're going to listen to Janae. Yes, it's a rambling heifer. And she did. She rambled a lot. We're going to listen to what Janae had to say. Y'all give me just a minute. Sorry, y'all. It took me a minute. And then I saw something scary. Lord, I saw the moon, y'all. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Ooh, that was a scary sight.
life and fuck shit up. She's a narcissist to me now. And that's something I had to accept and see. Okay? That's not something I take lightly. And that's something that's someone I called a sister. Honestly. Okay? And I didn't know that these emotions would come up. So this is why we don't do this online. This is why you shouldn't do this online. You should go to a therapist and do this. Okay. Sometimes even today, I think about, if she's doing okay, you know.
Y'all let me know how the sound is. And this is her. This is Janae, and she is talking about Velvet. Das says she's right about Velvet, but once again, it's another narcissist pointing fingers at another narcissist, calling them a narcissist. Exactly. I swear. No lies were told. Thank you, Das.
Because I understand having a child and the father's not there. And even though she did all this stuff, I'm thinking like maybe I should send her $100, and I'm not having, and then I'm like, oh, hold on. She's a narcissist, Janae. You can't give the narcissist supply. You cannot put yourself back into those type of situations. Okay, this is what I'm going through within myself. Okay, so to clear up everything, and it sucks and it's sad that I didn't know that she was hurting really bad with me on what I did at that situation in the cult. If something was really deeply rooted in hurting her and she was feeling some type of way, we had space to talk about it. We had space and time to talk about it. There was, when I left that situation and I called her and she was so excited about what's going on and she's going to testify and all this other stuff, I apologized. I apologized to her and taking accountability for anything that I've done. And she said she doesn't care about that. She just cares about putting people away, whatever. So I'm just like, okay, we're cool. We go live. We're talking on live, and of course, I didn't really know how to approach certain things at first because I'm just like, oh my god, like I put her husband in jail, but she didn't care about it. It seemed like she didn't care about that. She was actually happy. So it made me feel like we can still be friends, still be cool, not be awkward, nothing. Like it made me feel like I still had a soulmate as a sister within her. You know what I'm saying? And she was so happy, man. And I sent her gifts and all this other stuff. Man, that was my friend, bro. That was my friend, and she did that shit, and that hurt me.
No, Janae, Velvet was never your friend. Okay, I think you all, y'all did okay at first, doing your all's little big O lives together, sometimes on Instagram. I was interested and I would listen, but I knew that there wasn't ever going to be any true friendship come out of that. So yeah, no. And now they are, well, Janae has had Solar's baby, and Velvet is 28 weeks pregnant with Solar's baby. They have both fussed and argued over him. And if you ask me, he ain't nobody to be fighting over, honestly. Auntie Miracle. Oh, it is so good to see you. I saw you went live the other day. You did good, Auntie Miracle. For those in the true crime sector that really like true crime, Auntie Miracle, you got a wrench. Can you drop your link? She's doing the God, I always get his name. What is his name? I know you'll let me know. Yeah, it's a family reunion. Well, it really is. We need some food. Daryl Brooks. Yeah.
And that's why I'm just like, I don't want to fuck with her. That's why that's even now I'm like, fuck, I wish that never happened because I care about her. And her doing that it would make me feel stupid to even try to make her my friend again. I would look dumb and feel dumb if I tried to be a friend again. But there be times like I'm thinking like I have a lot of baby stuff. Like I could send her something, or and it's me trying to get out of that mindset of sending her things and being there for her, because I've been there for her for years. And she would say, oh, every time I would talk to you, Janae, in that one live, oh, every time I talk to you, Janae, try to put me in my lowest self. She was referring to every time her husband would try to abuse her mentally, trying to say she's a demon and a devil and try to kick her out. And she would call me. The first one she would call is me every time. So there's a lot I had to release. This is a Dear Velvet. I'm not gonna say.
She said, she said, this is a dear velvet. I got news for both these ladies. They are going to be intertwined their whole lives. And they got that fool to thank for it, too.
Say you suck, but I'm gonna say I pray you heal, bro, and I pray I heal from what we gone through. I pray this whole situation heals, bro, because it's done and ridiculous and it's looking stupid online. It's really looking dumb online. It's really looking like we fucking crazy as shit, and we were, and some of us still are. But I'm doing my best to not be crazy. I'm really doing my best to do what I gotta do out here. You don't like your name being brought up, yet you respond, giving them more reason to bring you up. Whatever, if that's how you feel, whatever. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? If I don't need to respond. But I'm not the one to sit here and have a narrative out there about me. That's not true. I will own up to the shit. Yeah, I slept with this guy and that guy. Yeah. But I didn't sleep with everybody. That's something I didn't do. And I definitely didn't sleep with anybody in front of her face. That's something I didn't do it as well. I would own up to my shit, and I will tell you straight up what.
Well, we all know when Janae, if my memory serves me correctly, when she went to carbonation, I think she went there for solar, or was it Pisces? Wait a minute. No, that was Malia wanted Pisces. I can't remember. Look, it was a game of musical partners over there, but Velvet knows damn good and well that Nature Boy slept with all of them women behind her back. So I don't know why they're trying to act like they didn't do this. I mean, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Nature Boy went live 24/7 on every live streaming platform. Okay? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to keep it real. We seen it for what it was. I don't necessarily like, I don't feel like Velvet should really put all the blame on the women, because it was her husband that was I don't know.
But I did. Yeah, I did that. But that's something. But if it's something I didn't do, I'm like, nah, that's something I didn't do. So no, I didn't do the same thing to her. I wasn't pretending to be her friend and got with her man and fucked her man out of spite and jealousy and rage and try to take her spot. No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. If I would have had it any other way, I swear, if I can go back in time, I would have never ever dealt with her husband in any type of way, or go to no, that was not the case, at all. Okay. Um, I pray that she does get therapy and help, because the whole situation threw me for a loop when I saw that. When
And Carrie, you bring up a good point. The husband is supposed to love her, not the women. This is true. And over there, though, it very much was a cult, a sex cult at that. And he was sleeping with any and everybody over there. He really was. And Velvet would leave and Velvet would come back. So she knew every time what she was getting herself into. But you're right. That was on him. He was supposed to love her, not the women. Oh, and then he tried to do polygamy, polygyny, whatever. No. All he was doing was hoeing.
When I saw that that's what they did, and I left social media for about 2 months. 2 months exactly. I left social media. She knew I was pregnant. Um, they they wasn't trying to like it to me. It looked like they was trying to be against me. Like, what do you expect? Like, I'm sorry, I had to understand this. What do you expect to happen? What did she expect to happen? Getting with him. What did she expect to happen? Getting with him and with our relationship. Like, I swear I feel like that
Janae, mm-mm. The same could be said about you. What did you expect when he was with Zoka? Okay? Seriously? He was with Zoka. They lost a child together. But it didn't matter to you. You were after him the whole time. You kept coming back over there to get with Solar. Am I right or am I right? So come on.
she wanted to just go tit to tat with me online or something. She wanted to try to one up me on something. I'm like, what is wrong? What the hell? What? I'm trying to make. I want to make this make sense. Like, what? How did this even come together? How? Like, it didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to anybody. So, um, and I swear, I wish I had some moderators. I want to moderate in here so they can kick out all the velvet enablers in here because I'm gonna sit here and call her on this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, I'm not kidding. When I was watching this, you're good, Pearl. Thank you. Good luck at your appointment. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Thank you, babe. I love you. When I was watching this, I thought that Janae made me a moderator. Something came up on my screen. You know how when somebody makes you a mod on YouTube, that thing comes up on your screen. I thought, what? Why is she? They got moderators on Instagram now. I swear I think I even said thank you. You'll see.
She wanted to be funny. She thought she was winning. Okay, that's I guess she wanted to just throw that in my face. And when I called her, because I did tell you the whole story, I told y'all the whole story about how that happened. When I called her to address what we were seeing online, them together as in a photo, I'm like, are y'all dating? Like, I'm sitting here trying to come to her as a woman, trying to figure out what's going on with the situation. Like, and she's sitting here laughing at they both laughing in my face, saying, no, this is crazy. Oh, it's in alignment. I feel like I have a big purpose in life. Grandiose, grandiose, grandiose. And I'm just like, and I'm just like, okay, but I'm gonna ask you one more time because I called you for clarity and I'm getting more confused about this shit. Are you dating him or not? Because if you are, I would like to know because you're my friend. And then that's when she blows up to me, on me and says that I have no right to tell her who she gets to date and who she should be dating and all that stuff. So, like I said, I thought I offended her, but actually, I triggered her, and because it was actually happening. It was actually happening in front of my face that she went and went got with him. Now, no one's fighting about him anymore because I say anymore because there was a point in time that we got on the phone, all three of us, and I'm just sitting here trying to pick her mind and trying to see if she really did love him. I'm just like, what do you love about him? I ain't fighting for him, bro. Like he's not even in my mind. My baby, the father of my child. I just that I'm not even fucking with that at all, bro. It's a dead done deal. I just like God. I gave it to God. That's what I did. I gave it to God. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just addressing what she said, and y'all go ahead and let me know what she said again because I kind of forgot because I got other things that I'm dealing with over here. But since we want to talk about how Janae did that or the baby mother did this and did that, let's go ahead and be correct and come correct. Okay? All right? Let's come correct. Because Janae got with the father of her child out of love. It was never about money. Okay. There was no thousands being tossed at me. I didn't know about any thousands and, any, any of that. Didn't know anything about that before I got with him and everything like that. It was for love. Yeah. It was for love. True love to me, genuine for me, not for the other people involved. You know what I'm saying? Girl, get you a new and better man. It's about to be cuffing season. Hey, God got something coming for me. Trust and believe me. I'm not.
Unfortunately, I don't think Janae is finished with Solar. I see a lot of back and forth going on, and there are two little innocent babies now in the mix of this. But love, no. And yeah, what money? Okay, and the one I'm going to play here in a little bit. Solar keeps talking about all this money he has. What money are you talking about, Solar? You don't have any money.
I'm meant to be alone forever, and I'm working on myself so I can attract a good man. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, no, it's not a video to like really come at her. I'm just addressing the bullshit, bro. Like, stop trying to play victim. Like, you got done wrong by all these women. Like, no, nah, but you was shiesty yourself. You was mean yourself. Oh my God, you was so mean, bro. Like, I remember what happened in the situation. The father of my child ain't saying right by. He's not really saying the right things that he's saying. Like, I remember that you were mean to Malia. Like, I remember, like, come on, like, if we want to be real, you know what I'm saying? Like, you were abusive too. Like, come on, like, let's be real.
See, I've done forgot. So Solar was with Malia too. See, I thought that it was Pisces. It was with Malia and Sunny. I'm telling y'all, they switched off so much it's hard to keep up. Mm-hmm. Right.
Real. Like, nah, bro, that's some other stuff. And you know what? Like I said, I do pray that she heals and she gets therapy and she becomes a great mother, because we learn in the same lessons, bro. We learn in the same lessons. Like, I got tried by him, she got tried by him. He did the same thing that he did with me with her, and vice versa. Oh no, not really vice versa, but when I listened to what happened to her and her story, I'm like, yo, that reflects exactly like me. Like, yeah, we was on them juices. But the thing is, I didn't really have a problem with the juices. I didn't have a problem with it. But of course, Velvet would have a problem with it because she has children to take care of and feed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need mods. Okay, I'll make you one because
Y'all, when that came up, I thought she made me a moderator. I said thanks. Lord, I'm gonna let a few more minutes of this play, then we're going to get to the tea and Solars.
I don't see Divine, so I'll make you a mod. Okay, can you moderate for me? Because here's the thing, like, nah, we're not gonna sit here and be doing this no more, bro. Like, if you want to talk about me, come correct. Like, what did you do, huh? Because I will own up to my shit and say exactly what I did. I've been pure to you. I've been pure to her. Okay. The juices, there's fruit juices in Mexico that they're pure organic 100% fruit juices, and the father of my child, and he liked to drink those juices, and I like those juices too. We would get them every day, but he would sometimes only just drink those juices, and fast and whatever like that, instead of eating. So I mean, she had a problem with it. I love your transparency, Janae. Thank you. Shit. I don't mind saying certain things, bro. But I've always been like that. And the thing is, like, when I got into that situation within the tribe, the cult, whatever, like, it dimmed me down, and made my heart chakra rock solid. So I wasn't able to tap into my true self. I wasn't able to tap into my heart after dealing with them. At first, I was, and that's what they respected me for. That's why they say, "Oh, Janae's always telling the truth. Janae's always been honest. I've always."
No, no, Janae, no. That was just bullshit. Nature Boy did not respect anybody or believe that they were good. No, no. Anyway, I'm going to play the live that on Instagram that Solar, before he cut his locks, did with the tea. Hold on just a second.
I've always looked at T and a number of people as my enemies. I was in the shower. Do you mind? I'm gonna tell him what I told you. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah. I was in the shower and I was just sitting there so mad today. Like, this woman has destroyed my family. This woman has pulled these women in directions that, it's not true. Back up, buddy. You are so cute, but dang, man. And I just blamed T for so much today in my head. And I was just in the shower and I was like, bro, like, I hope, she just goes away. I hope something just happens to her. And then immediately I was like, bro, hold up.
Hey, Kim. Sorry, I'm just now seeing you. Yeah, okay. And then we got Solar talking about the tea ruined so many lives. Okay, whatever. You did that on your own. She just documented it. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. It's like the gang's back together again, and some more. We've added some family members.
If the moment you wish that on her, it has to come to you. And so I immediately had to retract it. And not just that, but it showed me everything else I needed to know for today to even want to do this live and make this video.
Yes, MJ, this was not last night, but the night before. And I just happened to click on and I'm like, what is going on here? And then I saw Graham's youngin was in there too.
So I want to apologize to the team for always coming at you, pushing you away, having disrespectful tones and energies towards you, when in actuality, if you guys really pay attention, the T has played a massive role in exposing and breaking down carbonation as the cult that it was. Quite literally from the inside, telling you from the outside now, it was a satanic sex cult. It was, literally. And T was day in, day out, always making videos, always exposing it. And, once I left the cult, I felt like, well, she's just bothering me because now I'm just numbers. Now she can just make money from us. Now she can just make money off of us. And I'm not seeing what God's really doing. I'm not seeing the bigger picture, bro. This woman has spent all of this time and energy making all of these videos, researching all of this stuff to
I wonder what his sudden need was to love bomb the tea like that. I wonder what happened. Yeah, Fundy.
expose something that was truly foul. Truly, it really was. And deeper than that. As she continued to come at me and Janae and Velvet, I also further realized that, hey, maybe I didn't have it all together either. And maybe she is pointing things out about myself. And I'm making her into the enemy when I'm really still my own enemy. So I want to apologize to the T publicly because I feel like you actually deserve grace. You actually deserve respect, and you have not gotten that, not from me. And I don't know what cult members that we used to be in the group give you respect at any rate, but I just want to say thank you. And you're still going with the girls that are still there who clearly need help, like clearly, you know, these are women I've watched feet like their heads being stomped on. I've watched blood leaving their faces and their bodies. I've seen them abused. They have been raped. It's a number of things, and they're psychologically in a place to where they think that that's okay, and they literally want to pull more people into that.
Solar, you strive to be like Nature Boy. I have watched you emulate him. I really have. I've watched you try to become Nature Boy. After everything that you've seen over there, you still try to act like Nature Boy.
Just to make themselves seem like they're not crazy. And that is crazy. And that is something that I didn't realize I was doing. So T, I hope you accept my apology. A lot of people, they're not going to really like it because a lot of people are so stuck into the knowledge and they're so stuck into the information that they're only going to see these things from like one side. But when you apply knowledge and you actually live in love, you can't have any enemies. All of your problems are projecting from you. T don't come to me in my inbox with problems. I don't think she sits at home wishing the worst on me. As a matter of fact, she's around for Janae, which means that she's actually being around for my daughter, while I'm not able to do that. How heavy is that? So I just wanted to say thank you for everything that you've done. I want to say keep going. I actually support you. I actually support your page, and that's pretty much it for T, like for you. But yeah, I do want to apologize.
Yeah, I want to
say thank you
before you. I want to just put out there, and I know that a lot of you who were in the code at the time probably were thinking that I was making fun of you and utilizing your plight for gain, for personal gain. But I just want to let you know, my channel's never been monetized. For one, I've never made any money off of
Oh
documenting.
wow, that's news.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure where that came from, but I know a lot of people kind of had that perception. I've never made a dime off of you.
I don't know how some people don't understand when channels aren't monetized. I've heard that YouTube now does put ads on them anyway, but used to, if there wasn't any ads, there wasn't no monetization. I mean, that could have changed, but no, I don't think she's ever been monetized. I don't think she can because it's not. YouTube has some rules about that. If it's not your content, they usually don't let you monetize it. You got to be doing something over the content, making it your own somehow.
Off of any of this ever at any point. I've always understood that this was a kind of a spiritual warfare, especially in dealing with a guy like Eligio, who was leading a cult and leading you guys down a destructive path. So I never would have even felt comfortable making money off of utilizing this type of content for any type of monetary, because it was demonic. What we were demonic. Okay, so I wouldn't even have wanted that to be on my comments. Number two, I want to say that I know it's taken a lot for you to even express any type of apology to me. So I do accept your apology, because like you gave me grace. I give you grace as well. And I do accept your apology, and I hope that it is meaningful, and I hope really mean it, and I hope you don't go back on it at any point, because there are other things that you might not like, that my opinions on certain things, but these are real life things that I think come to terms with at some point, which I think
It can, Noel, especially if you edit. Like a lot of people, look, I understand I see a good Canva edit, okay? But if you're doing any type of editing, good editing, yeah, it actually does cost to make videos. Um, there are some apps out there that you don't have to pay for, and if you're just good with editing, then you probably don't have to spend much money on it. But yeah,
For the people watching you, it's more than just the knowledge and what you've been through. It's where you're at right now that really matters. Anything where you're going, you can manifest that in whatever way you want to manifest that, Courtney. But at the end of the day, it's really where you're at that matters. That you can make changes that you to get you to be now.
now look at him. I want y'all to pay attention right here. He is not paying attention to nothing she's saying. He's got to show off, okay? He's going to light that sage. I don't think he smokes it like Nature Boy used to, but he's going to show off how, in touch he is, how deep he is. He's got his white sage. He ain't paying attention to nothing she's saying at all. It's show off time.
Like you don't have to think about, well, what am I going to do? Even a week from now, it could be a day by day process for you. And I think when you get out of your head, and because you're in your head so much, when you get out of your head and get into reality, you see that you have priorities that are beyond what you might kind of be focusing on right now. Because right now, I think that the number one way to start developing a healthy relationship with your baby mothers is that you need to be in a stable financial situation, not only for your children but mostly for you. And until you get there, I think it's going to be a vicious cycle for you. And so that is all that I want to say on this live. I know this is not about me, and I know you wanted to tell me what you had to tell me, but I just want to get that out and let you know that you being a father is the number one thing that I want to see you win at. I don't care about the knowledge. I don't care about anything else. I want to see you be the best dad that you can possibly be. Your daughter is gorgeous. She's so beautiful. She's so bright. She is going to be an incredible little girl. I personally have read her chart, and I know that this little Cancer baby is going to make her mark on the world. Now,
Oh, Lord, the charts have done been read. Yeah, he's not listening, not one bit to anything she's saying. Now, notice how he'll perk up when, right, Lark? It's weird. He's going to perk up real quick when the chart's mentioned, okay? What? It's kind of strange to me. I'm just going to be real. Yes, stars, he probably did.
person is going to make her mark on the world. But then again, she needs you in order to do that. It can't be just one-sided. And so please prioritize your children over even the relationships with their mothers, which is also important. But I feel like everything that you do and every move that you make, you need to have your children at the forefront of it, and then everything else is going to eventually fall into place. And I feel like your spirit will settle and become more at ease once you get to that place where you're thinking about them and making moves. Because these little girls, I mean, if you make the right moves now, you're going to have your own little tribe of ladies that are going to be looking up to you as the number one man in their life. Nobody else is going to be able to come close to that, but it's up to you. So the knowledge is great. Your knowledge of astrology is great, but you really got to put it to practice. You have to find something that can hold passion, Courtney, that you can actually make money from, because money is important. Currency is important. Because if you don't do that, you're going to continue to feel the way that you feel about yourself, because it's not really about the women. It's not about Velvet. It's not about Janae. It's about how you feel about yourself at the end of the day. And that that's the truth. And as I think you're an Aries.
Fuck. Aries moon. He's an idiot that ain't listening to anything you're saying. Look, this is a waste of time. I'm sorry, T, if you're listening, but you wasted a lot of breath on him. Okay? And it's very evident because we're going to see how he acts here in a minute. Look, I just don't see Solar growing up anytime soon. And that's just the truth of it. I don't see it happening. And why does everything got to be about birth charts anymore? Like, I understand that stuff, like I get it, but it seems like everything nowadays is well, I'm an Aries moon, my Mars is in the 5th house, so I can't get a job. And I behave the way I behave because of this. It's just become so overdone. Like, I'm sick of it. If I never hear it again, it won't be soon enough. It will be.
Moon, right? Your moon's in Aries.
My moon is Cancer in the 1st house.
Oh, okay. You got a Cancer moon, so even goodness. Okay, so you want to be there. You want to be there for your family, but I think that you have one major roadblock, and it's something that many fathers who don't prepare. You didn't really prepare, and that's the truth. Once you get your finances in order, Courtney, I think that things are going to change for you. That's the biggest thing right now. These girls aren't concerned about anything besides providing for their children. Period. That's their biggest concern on a day-to-day basis. And so when you bring up relationship stuff and you haven't checked off that box yet, it's really hard for a woman to give you any type of respect. They got to know that they can rely on you. So look deep within, please, and be there for your daughter.
I mean, I understand what she's trying to say, and it is true. Financially, he is going to have to provide, but you can look at his face and he's like, nope, nope, there's got to be another way, but it won't be me getting a job.
Be there for Velvet's child, whether you have a son or a daughter. That's really all that I can say to you. Baby, somebody in the chat said babies aren't cheap, and that's very true. It's costs a lot of money, and you can't rely on other people. And I think that you want to be the number one source in their life. So you can do that, but you have to do it. You have to do the work. You got to do the work. It's this real work. Like, find something you're good at and make money at it. That's it, and you'll get everything you want. It's not saying to say money is the end all to be all, but this is just the reality. This is just real life, that you can't survive without it. And until we get into a world where we can, the mothers of your children are going to have to go extra hard in order to do what you should be helping them do. So that's it. I appreciate your apology, and
Well, just to reciprocate to what you said real quick, and just so you know, and it's not mystified, I completely agree. These are things that I know, and I get frustrated on my own time because people don't know that I think like that as well. I'm all about work. I'm all about working hard, but I have been very extreme.
Lies. Lies. He just said he's all about work and working hard. Unknown Pinkman. Janae is going to be mad that the tea is taking to Solar. I don't know. I was shocked. I was a little shocked to see them live together, but she probably knew. But yeah, he's talking about work. Boy,
And no, a child cannot survive off of donations. No, nobody can realistically. And I've done it before. When we went to carbonation, I went extreme. I was giving away my social security card. I was giving away my birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing the most because I was just too extreme. And I'm learning to bring that back. And that was one extreme to another, because I started off working every single day, having all kind of jobs, always making money. Like, I'm a wealthy person by nature.
he's a wealthy person by nature. What does that even mean? By nature, I'm a wealthy person. What does that mean? What are you talking about? Like, I'm listening to this again, like really listening. I didn't the first time that well, but now I am, and wow.
I'm a Taurus South Node in the 11th house. My Venus is in Taurus. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about that. I have a Capricorn Saturn. You see what I'm saying? Like, I have no problem with work. My thing is that what I have not done was applying the knowledge that I know to be true to myself. That is the one thing that I have not done, because I gained this knowledge over time. I've gained wisdom over time. I've gained experience over time with the knowledge. And I did not always know how to use it. And we can't skip the life process. And being a narcissist is having an overvalued sense of self. That is what it is. And so I've had my waves of that. And thank you for saying these things. And I have to tell people, as an astrologer, there's a lot of people I tell, no, you should be working a job. You got a Taurus North Node. You need to be working for your money. You can't just keep praying the spirit and manifesting. And that's not how it always works. You got to balance these energies all the time. Having the Scorpio North Node, I usually know I'm not supposed to work, but that's not true. The way Scorpio North Node works for me is to be able to kill my own ego. Scorpio 5th house North Node. So I have to be able to do this. I have to be able to publicly die. I have to be able to actually grow and change, not just identify and validate myself through how much money I make, what kind of house I can provide, what sex is like, or what food I can give. Those, and even what kind of beautiful woman I'm with. Those things are my South Node. That's Taurus, 11th house. I'm not supposed to validate myself with those things anymore. So getting a job and working a job and making money and, having a house, providing food, providing diapers, providing everything that would be needed, paying phone bills, it's irrelevant, because that's stuff that I could always do. That stuff they could do. That stuff anyone can do. What's being asked of me is to start to realize that I'm doing it for a specific reason outside of myself. I'm not doing it for validation anymore. And I understand why the women feel trapped in these situations. It's not because, I'm saying they're free or not, or it's not because they're actually trapped. It's because providing those things does not validate me as a man. What does validate me as a man?
I'm sorry, Solar, but you're way off here. A man that provides for his family, his children, does validate you as a man. I don't know what kind of excuses you're trying to come up with right now why you don't, but you sound stupid. Real men provide. They just don't get on here and talk about their North Node. And oh my God, hold on, y'all.
Is them being able to trust my word, them being able to know that I'm actually really growing, I'm actually applying my own knowledge to my life. And I think that's what they haven't seen. And I think that I haven't necessarily seen that I wasn't doing that either, because I was able to make money.
Y'all, this is just a bunch of semantics, word salad on why he ain't paying his damn bills, why he is not providing for his child and his other one to come. This is bullshit. That's all this is right here. He ain't listening to nothing. He doesn't care. He listens to respond. He ain't listening to nothing. He don't give a damn. And this is what he's going to continue to do. Like, I'm telling you, Janae, just go on without him. You're with your family. Let them help you. I think Janae's working. I don't know what Velvet's going to do. I really don't. This is a mess. I am the lurker. Bishop taught the men that they only needed to cater to him. Sassy doesn't know what a real man. This is so true. Yes. Just do about to make me come back. Come on, Dice. Come back, Dice. We need you. We need a man's opinion on this. We really do.
Because I got the house, I got the leases with both of our names on it, because I'm getting thousands of dollars left and right, because I can make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars a day doing astrology. It's not about that anymore. And I had to realize that today. It's about how I'm looking at them, how I'm looking at myself. And I'm projecting all.
Did you all just hear that? He's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a day in reading astrology. This is so dumb. Like, I couldn't have just sat there. Well, y'all see, I'm commenting hellfire every 5 minutes, and this is stupid. I could not have a conversation with him. People, we got to start getting real with each other. Honestly, I am. He would have hung up on me. He really would have.
All of my fears onto them, and I didn't know that. I'm thinking they're not committal, and I'm the one who's non-committal. I'm thinking that they're insecure when I'm the one who's really been insecure. I'm thinking that they have no drive or motivation when it was me who didn't have enough passion because of those other factors, my fears. And until I started to realize that I have a Scorpio North Node in the fifth house, so that it's not so that I can get money and provide in that way. That's just going to make them feel trapped. What I have to do is show that I'm actually here to grow and move forward and progress with them. Those women healed before they came to me. They're not crazy. They're not bad people. And everything that they're saying about them, you guys should be saying those things about me, because that's the truth. The truth is I'm the one who's had the fears. I'm the one who's been non-committal. That's me. It's not them. I'm the one who's waiting for them to screw me over. In the process, I'm screwing them over because I'm not showing growth. I'm not showing intimacy. I'm not showing emotional availability while I'm feeling they're not emotionally available. So I'm not going to give them my emotions, and it's me projecting onto them. And I end up being a narcissist against everything that I want to, because I have an oversensitive value of myself, and I'm not realizing, dude, you're still growing though, and you're still healing, and you understand these things. And fun fact, I did attract them when I made massive healing levels, massive healing gains.
Y'all, he is really acting like he is out here healing people one by one. I can't. I don't know how she sat there on the phone with him. I really don't. But like I said, he would have hung up on me because I couldn't have done this. It'd have been a bunch of hellfires. Oh, shut the fuck up. It's like, mm-mm, mm-mm. Hey, Gemini.
But when they were around and I projected my fears back onto them, they came right back onto me. And so I went back down. I repeated a cycle. I had to realize that. And I wrote down all of the things that I've, put myself in a cycle with these women. And you guys really.
Oh, yay. He wrote it down. And now a reading with Solar. Yay.
should leave them alone, because they really did do a ton of healing before they came to me. They didn't make a bad decision. They're not hoes. They're not bad women or anything like that. They went through crazy stuff and they matured way faster than I did. They healed way faster than I did.
Well, I think that they had choice, Courtney, to be honest. They're mothers. They can't, like, could you like put yourself in Velvet's shoes? Could you imagine having your mindset as a single mother with two children and one on the way? She can't think like that. She doesn't have luxury.
I could. She doesn't have the time. Yeah, I could never even imagine that.
Not the time. She doesn't have the luxury to think that way. She has to provide for those girls, no matter what, no matter who, no matter when, no matter why and how. So that's why I was trying to tell you earlier. You're very one dimensional of thinking that you have to foster or fix relationships that you have with these women right now, and I think that you're missing the point in that the number one way for you to do that is to put your words into actions, because they're not listening to the words. They have to see something a little more tangible.
The lurker. But can he change a diaper? Can he do midnight feedings? Can he purchase diapers? Can he purchase bottles? Nope, 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 and nope. Y'all tell me, because I haven't been watching a lot. Has he even met his baby that he has with Janae? Does anybody know? Hey, dude, Trump called and said he wanted his ego back. Seriously. I mean, no, I didn't think so, Godmama. I really didn't. He hasn't met her, but he has a page, okay? A page dedicated to her. It's weird. How are you going to do that when you haven't even made an attempt to go see your baby? Oh, he refused to see the baby. Wow. That baby is beautiful. That is his first baby. And all he is out here doing is getting on social media in the shower. That, like, what are you doing? Going live, talking real big, but not doing anything. Yes, Marlena can too. He's exploiting his daughter. That's it. Yes, she is a love. She is a little doll. I mean, she is beautiful. Wow. I don't understand it. You know, men, they have that same instinct that mothers have, the need to protect, be there. And I just don't understand some men that just, they can have a baby and just never see it. I just don't understand it.
And solid on your part. And I think you have decided that you're not going to, I don't know if it's the word job.
I don't mean to like argue with you or nothing, but that's not true. Those things are being shown. Those things are there. Velvet knows that she knows where I'm at. She knows what I'm doing. I'm able to send her money. I'm able to make money. I have multiple job applications out there. I have my mother's helping me
That's
with
awesome.
this. It's not that's not the
great.
case
Like
anymore.
that is
They don't trust me, is what you got to
but
understand. They
that's
don't trust.
why though I feel like, and I'm trying to tell you because
They don't trust him. I don't blame him. The way I see him acting on social media, I wouldn't either. You can come to the house. You can visit the baby at the house. But leaving with her? Absolutely not. Now, I know y'all are going to say, well, that's his baby. Why does he got to do all that? Well, had he been there through the pregnancy, stepped up, acted like he had some sense, that would be one thing. But I wouldn't trust him. I've watched how he's acted on here. Exactly, Dice. Real men don't do that. I've watched how he's acted on here. He's had complete meltdowns, talking horrible about Janae, just acting a complete fool. Of course, they don't trust him. But you know what's going to happen? He's going to blame the mom. And he's going to blame the mom's mom and the family. Of course. He ain't going to take any type of accountability. This is on you, Solar.
clearly, I mean, obviously women think differently. You women need to be provided for, and they need to be provided for by the man that they want to trust or that they do trust, or they have to do it for themselves.
Correct. Yeah.
That's the only option. There's no other. And so it's not. I'm not arguing with you or anything like that. I just want to remind you that their thinking is completely different than your thinking when it comes.
Correct.
It's just they don't have the luxury to. They can't think the way that you are. They can't operate that way. They can't function that way. And I'm just trying to tell you where their priority lies. And it's with I gotta make sure the girls are good. I gotta make sure I'm good. Okay, and then we can talk about relationship stuff. We can talk about building our bond, making it strong. If we're gonna not do the relationship thing, let's make amazing co-parents. But in order for them to be safe and feel safe with you and to trust you, they have to see that you're willing to do what you got to do, even if you don't want to do it. And
You're
that's
right.
the truth of the
You're right.
matter. At the end of the day, all a woman really,
You're right.
that's all they want.
I think that is true, and I know I'm making those steps. I'm doing all of those things. I'm aware of all of those things. I just know that what's putting salt on it is all the other stuff that I'm doing too. You see what I'm saying?
Really, Auntie? Would this just come out? Is Mama Jerk in here? Hey, Mama Jerk. I did not know that. Good. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all. Let me let this play. I'm going to look this up.
Like, even if I was doing those things and had those things, Like it gets to the point where it's like, I don't want your money anymore, dude. Like I'm gonna be okay. And that's where they kind of get to it as well when it comes to me. Because even if I was to provide those things after a while, it's like everything that comes with it, they don't want to deal with
I don't
either.
think you
They
should
don't.
place type of thoughts on that though.
Well, I don't want to put too much out there, but this is what they tell me
Well,
themselves. Today, they told me this today. It's not about. It is about the money. It is about that. It is about the security. It is about having that.
It doesn't matter how it comes. If you are able to secure the bag through your music, through your readings, I feel like that's going to take you to the next level. You're never going to get to that next level until you are financially secure.
Magoo, rapper who collaborated with Timberland, reportedly died at 50. That's young, y'all. Magoo, whose real name was Melvin Barcliff, reportedly died on Sunday. His death was announced on social media by fellow musicians Digital Black and Genuine, but cause of death has not been named. Let's see, some of his work. His best known work is with R&B groups Drew Hill and Playa. Wow. Love to love you. 50, y'all, that is young.
Yourself, and then you can secure that financial security for your children.
Can you clarify what you mean to me when you say secure? Because I just want to know I just want to know, like, from your perspective, what does that mean?
That means that you have something stable that your children can.
I know, Gemini. I would think Timberland would definitely say something. Maybe he's waiting to find out what exactly happened. Today's Monday. Wow. Yeah, 50 that's way too young. Hey, Humble Brown, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. We're having a family reunion today. No, he don't know what secure is. He really don't.
On that you can provide to them through whatever means possible, legally. Whatever you love doing, even if you don't love doing it. I just mean,
I can do that.
The bag, it's your security, type of some semblance of financial security. And I know the word job seems to be kind of a trigger point for you, but
no, it's not. No, it's not.
Then I mean, it's really, you can work for yourself. You can do so much, but I feel like that's where you're falling short at, is that they don't trust. It's not that they don't trust you. They don't trust that they are going to be financially secure with their.
Okay, y'all saw that right there. He was trying to show us that he's been putting in job applications. I guess. We'll see. And T, I'm going to disagree. I don't think that they trust Solar. I really don't. Yeah, I've been looking for you to come back outside. I know it's been a while, Humble Brown, but I'm going to be having time here now. Yeah, some things have changed, so I've got some time.
Children are going to be financially secure with you, and so that is the root. That's the root. There's nothing else that kind of outside that, because even if your relationships with them were good, you would still be in a place where they're needing to go to work or needing to get government assistance in order to provide for the children. So
you good. Like I'm literally always on this.
Hey,
I'm on this. Like I have nothing to hide no more. Like for me, I don't mind if my mother's here. I don't mind what's out there about me to a certain degree, because at a certain point I don't have nothing to hide no more. This is what I'm on. This is what I've been on. I have no problem. This is what people don't know about me, bro. I work hard. I have a Mars in Virgo.
I believe you.
I have a Taurus South Node. I have a.
What in the Sam's hell does that got to do with you working? Whatever you just said, North Node, Virgo, whatever. What? Can you imagine? Yeah, okay, y'all, I'm just going to get my second wind here. I started off flat. Imagine going to a job interview. You're interviewing somebody for a job and they're like, yo, I am a hard worker. My North Node is in the 12th house. I'm a Virgo moon, Capricorn rising. What? Get out. Just go on somewhere with that shit. This is stupid. When and where do you work hard at, Solar? Hell far.
Hold on. I'm sorry. You cutting? I'm wanting. I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna listen
Oh no.
to you.
Yeah, I have a Venus and Taurus. Like it's literally in my heart to work. I'm not against that. I know that.
What the hell? He's making a plea here. It's really in my heart to work. I'm not against that. If you have to make this type of declaration, then you really hate work. I cannot. Yeah, slur. Sir, this Arby's can work. Can you work a fryer? Yes, I can. My Virgo is in the North Node. I got this fryer shit down. Get out the way, okay? Here I come.
They need they need that from me. It's how I show my love, but they don't need that to be as something that is being held over their head either. Like they have to okay, because I haven't given it to them when we were together. Well, actually, I did. It's just when I gave it to them when we were together, and this is my thing, T. It's like I know it's more than that. These women are very spiritual. I can get the jobs. I could work the jobs. I could provide all the stability. That's not enough to validate myself.
Hey, dummy. Hey, whistle dick. I don't know if you know this. It ain't about you. It's about those babies. What are you talking about? I can work a job, but I don't know if that's enough to validate myself. It ain't about you no more, you selfish mofo. You've got a baby and one on the way. How about you get a job? What? You're looking for validation? Yes, stars. Thank you. Him and Ziggy. I'm going to tell y'all something. Where'd that go? Where'd that go? He and Ziggy are related. Ziggy believes that. She is one of those. She believes she doesn't have to work. Oh, when she's into the card reading now, y'all. Uh-huh. See, this is, let me hush. Hold on.
I'm not going to get the jobs because I want to get them back. That's not why either. It's not just to support. It's because as a man, you should be able to provide for yourself before you even deal with anybody else. I believe in that. I always, even if it wasn't in this capitalist system, even if it wasn't in this world, a man would still be outside chopping some wood or building something or collecting something or hunting something. That's just work. That's just a given. And I do realize that, you know, there's been times and phases where it's been like manifest, like, no, we're not supposed to work a job. And it was OD like that from like carbonation. But that's not a thing for me anymore. And even if it was like back then, it's not a thing for me to where I'm like, I'll never work a job. People who get my readings, they know that I'll tell them like, hey, like you should be working a job. Or even for me, I know that it's not that I'm not supposed to work, it's that my jobs come to me very easily. Or when I go to work, I make a
Yeah, I got, hold on. What did I do? Yeah, I kicked myself out of the studio. Why? Yeah, why is there 2 of me? How do I get rid of the one? How do I get rid of the second soup? Seriously, Giselle, peace reflection. Remove. Is it just me? Oh, how do I don't even, what the fuck? Go. Lark, how do I get rid of this other soup? Somebody help me out. Settings, guest. What the hell? But I can hear an echo. Ah, fuck. Let me try this again. Nope. Too soon. Yeah, you need to disconnect one of your devices or close tab. Okay, hold on. What the hell? Okay, well, oh, all right. The stream's over. I have done something. I don't know what I've done, but I love y'all. I'll be back later. Fuck. What freaking YouTube StreamYard?